Yeah, YouTube, haven't made a video in a while. Haven't really made any major advances on the project, so I haven't really been working real hard at it, unfortunately. I'm sure some people have noticed I got a Coast Guard jacket that's hanging there. I am active duty military. I got orders to be transferred this summer, and I kind of put everything on hold. And then now I'm not transferring, so just trying to stay flexible. Hoping that my wife will loosen up the purse strings a little bit, allow me to get back into putting this thing together. I kind of got everything moved over to the side over there. I'm kind of getting some alternator and some power steering brackets cleaned up and painted. They were all, how that fucking metal gets. It gets to looking like this old alternator, where it just looks like shit. I got my my front rotors painted. I got the rear rotors painted. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint the brackets this wrinkle Chevy orange color. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint my throttle body probably the same orange color. I don't know if I'm gonna paint it. Maybe I'll end up painting it black. I'm not sure. Shoot, what else? Oh, so I ordered the power steering setup that goes, that comes from Siki, that goes to the rack. One end is the low pressure end that goes to the reservoir, and then the other end is a high pressure end that goes to the rack and to the pump itself. So it's made for an LS1, and this is the kind of L bracket that goes on the other end that I showed you there. But what I had to do is put a brass fitting on here that actually goes down inside of the pump that adapts it to this 3/8 line, because it's actually a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter is what this brass one is. This brass 1/4 inch goes into the power steering, but it's not flared, so I'm gonna be possibly anticipating some leaks there, and if it does leak, I'll know exactly where it's coming from. I'll know that's the issue. I'm gonna actually just go ahead and use this power steering pump because I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. There's no reason to believe that there is. So it's just gonna go in here something like, well, that shit's in the way, of course. Hold on a second here. So this just kind of mounts in here. It'll be something like that once it's in the bracket and hanging on the engine. Something somewhere in there, I would assume. And then that high pressure line just comes up something like this. Comes up, and it'll be bolted in somewhere right here. Something like that, so I'll have to find something that holds it to the frame. So I got that. In an earlier video, I might have mentioned that my transmission, when you do this swap, usually it's going to be like for the straight out of the F body T56. And it's going to come back and it's going to meet, it's going to be right where your stock shift location is. But for the Magnum or the Super Magnum, the transmission is actually, the shift point is actually, way a lot more forward, 4 inches exactly, actually. So hopefully my shifter comes in. I actually ordered the T56 Magnum shifter relocation kit from Sicky. I believe that I got an email today saying that went out. Shit. Let me see, do I got a flashlight in here? I don't think I got a flashlight in here. So most of you know that this, if you've been following the build, if not, well then this car was, I purchased it as an automatic, so none of this was actually here. I actually put the slave cylinder in. I had to drill the hole and knock all that out. So I still have the automatic brake pedal. So I'm planning on cutting it down. I'm just gonna go ahead and just I'm just gonna cut the brake pedal down, and then I'll cut an inch off of both sides or whatever, and just make it into, just cut an inch right here, and I'll cut an inch, something like this. I also need to figure out how I'm gonna mount the LS3 fuel pedal. That's throttle by wire. It's not a cable, so it's electronic throttle body. That ought to be an episode by itself. So yeah, I haven't given up. The project's still going. Actually, I think my dad is going to come at the end of the month, and we're going to try and get the car ready for paint. That's kind of what he does. So actually, this body kit is actually quite nice. I mean, it still has the, you can kind of see, these edges aren't, if it'll focus. Come on. All right, well, these edges aren't primo. There's a couple, on the very corners, there's a couple of these real light, like pinholes. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get that cleaned up. Just use like the real fine Bondo. I do have the other header. I'm waiting to put it in. So Chase Bays, I actually ordered my Chase Bays harness. I think it's like 15 or 16 weeks ago. So yeah, not a real good look for them. I think they oversold. Their products a little bit. I think they might have put themselves in a hole. I also ordered Chase Bays fuel lines. I guess I'm still loyal. So their products are quality, but I'll do a video when I get them. That way you guys can kind of see those. You can kind of see the Sicky mounts down there. Beautiful. That Sicky oil pan is crazy nice. There's still a couple things I need to button up as far as that goes. I need to get my coil packs put on. I'm just kind of waiting. Honestly, like, I've been dragging my feet because of this, me having orders and possibly moving, and trying to get some amount of capital saved up, that way, just in case, we were going to sell this house and then we ended up not having to sell it. Then we got fucking sued. It was just like, it was just one thing after the next. So now, we just got hit by a hailstorm maybe 2 weeks ago. Just fucked up out here. It's just one thing after the next right now. So, the car is kind of what gets put on the back burner. So I actually did get the garage cleaned out this weekend. This whole thing, I wish you could have seen it. The whole thing was full of moving boxes and shit, and my area just kind of got taken over. So yeah, now that we know we're staying, I can kind of start getting a little bit more focused back into it. So I'm hoping to do a video a week, at least one a week, maybe two. Just kind of just depends on how often I can get out here. But I'm sure you can see. So I did have the starter hooked up. I did turn it over just to see, you know, how that was. That was kind of cool. I think I actually have a video of that. I haven't posted it up yet. I actually have a decent amount of videos from us actually, you know, craning the engine in here. I'm not sure if I need to edit those and to put them on, or if I'm just going to just go ahead and throw those on. But I think that's it for now. My brackets are probably just about dry. Like I said, I'm going to hit them with this orange. I might actually just wait till tomorrow. It looks like I got a... Damn. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is an old damn... This is something I used to have in my fucking closet, and I just drug it out to hang my calipers and that kind of shit from. My little odds and ends stuff. And this is the, you know, the tensioner. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. Just going to kind of let it be. But I'm hoping to paint the car red. I don't know if I had said that previously. But I'm hoping to paint it like a real nice red color. And I'm thinking that I would like to order, you know, some of this fucking weather stripping is just, you know, it's just toasted. It's just, this car's from Texas, and it just, you know, it's just burn up. Somehow the dash didn't get burned up, but a lot of this trim did get burned up, and it's gonna stick out really bad once the car's painted. So some of this, you know, some of this quarter glass trim, you know, it's not bad. I feel like I can get away with with the windows, with the door trims too. You know, they're real nice. Real nice. So, you know, the windows are another thing. So, you know, I'm hoping that actually this window right here is tinted. I'm sure you can see how bubbly it is. And I started to peel that off and spent about 2 hours and only got about maybe 1 square foot done. And honestly, I'll pay the $400 for a new fucking piece of glass. It's just not worth the damn headache of getting in there. And I know there's different techniques of, you know, pulling it out into the sun and letting it kind of bake, and duct taping duct taping like a garbage bag, you know, to the back window or whatever, and kind of letting that kind of clam bake in there type thing. But honestly, it's not worth my fucking time. Like, I'll just get a new piece of glass. Honestly, I was going to get new glass for the whole car, because some of these windows are like scratched to shit. So, but I don't know. I can't wait till my shifter gets here. I think I'm going to have Keenan out to help me drop that in there. I'm going to have to put lower the transmission down. Hopefully I can lower it down a couple inches and get it in there. So I think that's going to be it for now. Hopefully I can get something done this weekend. Chase Bays told me that my harness should be done this week. I guess that means I might get it next week. But I think probably 3 weeks ago they told me that it would be done that week. So, you know, I'm kind of just waiting on them. You know, they do answer their emails pretty rapidly. They understand that they've had my order for coming, you know, going on 4 months. So, but that's all they said. Hey, we realize that we're behind. You know, no real apology or you know, discount to be offered on. I didn't even get a discount on the fuel lines that I ordered. So you know, I don't think they're making any money on that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a businessman. I'm just kind of a guy that likes to fuck around with cars. So that's it for today. For real this time. I'm going to try to get a video posted hopefully after the weekend. Maybe I get in here, maybe I don't. We'll see.